Hey, this is the frequently asked questions video for the cap and gown sessions. I've already been asked a ton of questions, and these are just kind of the basic things that people have been asking me. This will be a little bit of a longer video because there's a few questions, so maybe if you want to skip to the question, you're welcome to do that, but these are just questions I've gotten. So first of all, I want to talk about how to book a college shirt session. So I want the college shirt sessions to be earlier than the cap and gown sessions, because the cap and gown sessions, we obviously have to wait for the cap and gowns to come, and I've been told that that's 2 weeks before graduation. And so there's limited time that we have for the cap and gown sessions, and so I want to make the college shirt sessions, if possible, earlier, so probably early May or late April ideally would be when those take place, just so that you'll get your photos back sooner, and we won't have to, like, if you were grouped in with the cap and gown people, it would take a little bit longer for you to get your photos because there's so much going on then and it's such a rush to graduation. But with the earlier college shirt photos, you'll for sure get your photos back in time for graduation, and you'll just be set out of the way. So the booking for that will be a little bit different. I decided to do this just kind of like a case-by-case basis, so there is a little bit more flexibility with the college shirt sections as long as you do it within the earlier time. So like if you're doing it in late April, you're going to have some flexibility there, but if you can only do it during cap and gown session times, you're not going to have flexibility. It's going to be the same. But I would really recommend doing a college shirt session. Those are awesome, and you can do those like earlier, get them out of the way. So in order to book those, I'll have my email and phone number below, so reach out to me that way. I've already had a few people reach out about college shirt sections, but yeah, so you won't book through a link on that one. You'll just book through me, and we'll talk about times and locations that work best. So the next question was, when will I get my photos back? So again, it kind of depends on when your session is. The earlier it is, the more likely you'll have the photos back sooner. But even if you're on the very last session day and graduation's in like 2 days or whatever, you're gonna have photos to use and post. At this time, I cannot guarantee that every single photo in your gallery will be delivered by graduation if you're like towards the end, but every single person will have at least a couple photos that they can use. So I'd like to have every single gallery delivered by the time that graduation happens, but I will guarantee you that you'll get some. So my goal though is that we have every session delivered by graduation. And then next question, can I book more than one session? So if you've watched the other videos, you've heard that you can book more than one session, and you're required to book more than one session in some cases. And you can book really as many as you want, but I would say that there's sometimes, so since there's so many people that are interested in this, I want to kind of narrow it down to just what you need, so leave some room for other people. But let's say especially you want college shirt photos and cap and gown photos. That's awesome, that's fabulous. We can definitely get you in as long as it's the late April, and then you can book regularly with the cap and gown sessions. You're more than welcome to do both of those. They will have to be on separate days, because taking up more slots to do college shirt and cap and gown photos at the same time is just going to push some people out of slots. So since I want everyone to get a slot that wants one, to get as many people in as possible, I'm just going to narrow down the cap and gown photos to cap and gown. So love it if you want to do both cap and gown and college, but let's just have it on separate days. It'll be easier that way, and we can get everyone in. But you are welcome to book more than one slots back to back. I'd say 2 is a great number. So that's the next question is, or I had someone ask if they could do a longer session, so like 1.5, 2 hour long session. That's going to be a really long time for cap and gowns. So I know it may seem like there's not enough time, but I'd like to keep the sessions around too. Maybe there's a case where you would need a third session booked back to back, but these 2 sessions are even going to be enough time for like 8 people. So 2 is probably ideal, but if we need to do more, we can talk it out. So, but yeah, generally you can book more than 1 session, especially if they're on the different days. And then, yeah, okay, will I have enough time? So I've gotten this question a couple times. What happens if it rains or if it's bad weather? So this question I've thought about, and so there's a reason, if you see the days, there's like some days that are open. So I think like Wednesday is the day, and then like Friday and Saturday are the days that are open. Well, mostly Wednesday and Friday, but so basically let's say if it rains on Monday or something and we have to cancel, it will just be moved to the next like day, like Wednesday or Friday. So, or it will be, if we need to, it will be stacked on top of the other shoots. I'm really hoping that in May everything will work out and there will be no weather issues, because there's limited time, especially if we want to get photos before graduation. But if something happens, then there's those 2 days, those Wednesday and Friday. So I'd really encourage, if you have anything, I would try and keep that Wednesday and Friday open in case something happens, but it should all work out. And then that was another question I got, why is it only on weekdays? Because I have talked about this to some people. Grad party season is crazy. I mean, I know like we've all gone to like the 15 grad parties in one day. It's wild. So I'm trying to keep Saturdays and Sundays open for grad parties. And that's why these will all be on the weekdays. And this week is when we are off school early. Since we're graduating, we don't have that week of school. So I was hoping that this week would be kind of free for everyone. And I did not want to interfere with grad parties at all. I know that's something that we all look forward to. And then also the next question is just about contracts. So you are required to have either your parent sign if you're under 18 or yourself sign a contract. They're brief. It's just means that you allow for me to post this photos on social media and use them on my website or whatever. And there's a couple other things. You'll have a chance to look over that and read that before, but make sure you get that signed, because I can't take the photos unless you do sign it. But there's nothing too crazy in there, so let me know if you have any questions about contracts specifically. And then this last question is, what should I bring? And I'm thinking that I'm going to do another video just about like the do's and don'ts, what to bring for a cap and gown or college shirt session. So I would definitely, like, I think we all have seen people graduate, we know what they wear. Generally, like, girls wear like a white dress or like a white shirt and jeans. I've seen that been done, but I definitely think about what you want to wear for that. And I even had someone ask me, if they could wear their college shirt under the cap and gown. And if that's all you're gonna wear is the college shirt and like jeans and the cap and gown, you're welcome to do that as a cap and gown session. That doesn't really bother me. It's the changing that's the hard part, and that's what takes up a lot of time. So if you're just wearing the college shirt, you can do that. But other than that, yeah, typically it's like the white dress, but you do you. I mean, you don't have to do that. It's whatever you want for your pictures. If you want to wear, I mean, you can wear whatever, but I would definitely bring, I'd wear the outfit that you want to wear, get your hair done the way that you want, and then bring, if you like are wearing makeup, I'd bring a little bit of makeup to touch up, and maybe like a change of shoes if you don't want to wear your shoes the whole time. Other than that, you really don't need to bring too much, but I'll talk about that more in depth as it gets closer to the time. So We just answered a lot of questions. These are just the most frequent ones. I'm gonna have a box below where you can submit questions, and if I get more questions, then I'll send out another video or add another video to this website page, and I'll talk about those. But hopefully, I know this is a lot of information, but hopefully it covers everything that you need and all of your questions are answered. So yay guys, I'm so excited. Can't wait for cap and gown season and graduation time. So okay, see you guys later.